Apparently that's how it goes. Losses, wins, which I'm happy to take it, if I have to. Back-to-back 4-1 losses coming into this, and you guys get the 3-1 win. What does that just say about the resolve of this team to turn around and block that out and just move on?
No, I think it was, it's been a tough week. Obviously, the score line. Again, I think the performances were really good against LAFC in both games. I think we carried the game. I think we created great chances. and so again, as a coach, like, it's really important not to be emotional about results, especially when the team's performing well. And I think tonight was case in point. The guys went out, and just credit to everyone, because it wasn't an easy week of training. Even though I'm constantly talking about the performance, we all feel what results are like. And whether you're a fan or you're part of the club or you're in the locker room, it's hard. But my job is to stay positive, to find the silver lining. And I think tonight the guys played the same way they played against LAFC, but defended better and made plays on the attacking third. And that's credit to everyone in that locker room.
DeAndre gets his first goal tonight for RSL. I guess we're over a month now into his time here. What have you seen from his adjustment into this team and just how he's playing right now?
Yeah, no, I think it's he's been great to have with the group. I think his professionalism and the way he trains and receives information. Today we were releasing him quite a bit, given Diogo was playing on the right and finding ways to get Diogo more inside, and so we added a couple wrinkles to the way we attacked, and I think he took that on in a really good way and made some good plays in the first half, finding balls in behind the defense, and then obviously, notching that second goal, which was huge for us. He continues to integrate in the group, but also making plays on both sides of the ball, which is helping us at the moment.
Pablo, congrats on the win. What do you hope the players take away most from this performance tonight?
One, that we're a fantastic team. That when we believe we're good enough, and by that I mean by executing in moments that have left us feeling poorly in the last 2 games, but quickly changing it. And the guys were saying in set pieces, there was so much communication on our defensive set pieces. Like they weren't gonna score from a direct set piece, and so unfortunately they got one on a second phase. But I just think it's really the commitment and the resolve. Listen, we know we've played really well. We haven't gotten the results this year, but I feel like now is a great time to really lean on this performance and double down on what we've been doing and attack the next game with the right way.
And then looking ahead, what is the key to sustaining this level of consistency?
Well, again, I mean, I think it's for me it's all about the way we train. It's only ever because how else are you going to do it? You don't show up on Saturday and get jazzed for the game and I always there's so many sayings about this, but you always fall to the level of your training come game time. When bullets start flying on Saturday, the lights come on, the fans want to win. You fall to the level of training. If you're thinking about soccer during the game and it's not second nature for you and you're not scanning and you don't know where you're going before you get the ball, it's never going to happen. So I would say in order for us to continue in the run of form that the guys displayed tonight is double down on Tuesday and Wednesday when no one cares about your team.
Hey, Pablo, you were talking about the fans and the tension going on, and I don't know if you noticed, but there was a moment there, like one point when the game started, the stadium was just quiet, just watching the team doing it, and the tension was strong there up to the Ojeda goal. How was your emotions up to that goal, and what was that a little bit of relief to score first?
Yeah, I think we created some really good chances in the first half. They defended their box well, and I think Ojeda's goal was really, really important. I think it's the one that forces them to open up a little bit more. It forces the game to go. But I felt like we were deserving of that moment, and Ojeda's had a knack this year of finding opportune moments to put balls in the back of the net. So credit to him to look for a shot, and that definitely helped us. And obviously, from an emotional standpoint, you're obviously now in control of the game, and you dictate how you want the game to go from that point on.
Speaking of those, was that something that you talk to Brian about, maybe start shooting a little bit more? Or that's something that he just does on his own?
Yeah, again, we always talk about the best chance, creating the best chance, and that is very subjective, right? That's very subjective. What does the best chance look like? And why? Because if Brian Ojeda thinks he can put a good shot on goal, I want him to take it. If he thinks this is the best chance, I want him to take it. I don't want him to overlook it. If DeAndre's on the receiving that ball across the goal and he wants to leather that first time, that's a great chance. We can talk about all the different things, and that's what I'm talking about. In football, you have to make plays. You have to make plays. The plays could have turned out different. If Ojeda passes that ball, probably don't score. If DeAndre doesn't take that one touch, probably doesn't score. But these are the moments that are the most important in the attacking third, and I think the guys and the ball that Diego played to Victor, and Victor's finish on the third goal was fantastic as well. So some really, really nice goals tonight. Really, really proud of the group.
And performance-wise, if there was anything that you can change about tonight, why would it be and why?
I would say just conceded that last goal. I think it was a bit soft. I think one of the guys lost their mark in that moment, and they played a good ball, and probably Hoff thinks he could have done probably better on that play as well. But again, he played a fantastic game. The guys played a fantastic game. We're nitpicking now. For a team that hasn't gotten 3 points in the last 2 games, I wouldn't change a thing. I'll keep it 3-1, and we'll keep grinding.
Thank you.
DJ. Pablo, did Catranas play one of his better games tonight?
I think he did. Yeah, he's in a great run of form, and it's been really interesting to see the amount of confidence he's been playing with in training. You see it in training. Again, like all these things you see it all the time. You see it before the game happens. His decision making on the ball, his dribbling, his crossing has been top. His defending has been really good. His communication. So he's been playing really well these last few games. It's been probably his brightest part of the season to this point.
For the attackers, well, for anyone, obviously the players around them matter so much. So I don't know if it's because Diogo's out on the field with the players that he's out with right now, or is that a more natural position and a more natural role for him? You've kind of had to deploy him differently this year.
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit of both. I think what Diego has is, you saw it on in the second goal, like his ability to find space in between the lines and attack the defense. And what will probably go unnoticed is the weight of the pass that he gave DeAndre. That is world class. That is different. And he's had these moments for us. And he's it just seems like if there's always been an injury or something that's kind of forced him to take a step back. But I thought tonight he was exceptional in the way he defended, in his quality on the ball. In the first half, he played that really nice ball to Juan in the box. I don't know if it's his most preferred position, but it looks a lot different when you have 2 10s and then you have 2 9s, in those tight areas. And what Diego said after the game is, we were playing one touches centrally. We were willing to lose the ball, but we were willing to lose the ball to create big plays like we did. So just credit to the front 4 guys who did a fantastic job tonight.
Did you know Austin was going to defend so deep in the first half? Did you expect that? Do you feel that's something they chose to do, or something maybe you forced them to do? What do you think?
It's probably a little bit of both. Again, if teams have a little sniff, that's why the first 5-10 minutes are so important. It's posturing. It's posturing. If we're poor with the ball whilst they're pressing, they puff their chest and they go, what do? We shrink. And now you gain momentum. So, they haven't been like a high pressing team this year, but they've found moments against, Seattle to get after the ball. I think we're prepared to do both. And when teams press us, it actually allows us to have quicker attacks to create bigger chances because they're sending so many numbers forward, and I think we do a good job of that. But I think tonight the guys managed the game the right way, where especially in the first half, where if they're going to drop off, we want to meet the line of confrontation quickly. We don't want to pass it around the back. We want to get to the spot and then start creating our attack. So I think the guys, again, are a real solid collective effort to deal with the different phases that they posed.
It seemed like early on there were a lot of passes from the center backs kind of diagonally through the middle fielder into players, and it seemed that opened things up.
Yep.
And you mentioned the one-touch passing, being willing to lose the ball, and especially I think on the Yedlin goal, but on several possessions leading up to it, you had a quote once when you were brand new, and it caught us all off guard because we didn't know you yet. Now we expect it. But you said the ball has a life,
Right.
and how you pass the ball sends a message to the next player.
Right.
And the way that everybody hit their passes leading up to Yedlin's goal, and the way he absolutely smashed that thing into the net, I just wonder if that's what you've been talking about all this time.
Yeah, and that's also, DJ, something that we've been working on. Is again, I think it's really easy. It's not really easy. It's actually more difficult if you're always trying to like come inside to go back out to then come inside, to go out to come inside, stay inside. I mean, that's real stuff. And then obviously when you start doing that, quite a bit. And I think the key in that play too was our two forwards, which they weren't doing so much in the first half. Second half is occupying the highest line, and they actually made the play that dragged their left side wing back all the way across. If they're in these spots where they're dropping off, they just hold their position. They're not asking any questions. So the guys up front, I mean, Luna made a great pass, Diogo made a great play, and DeAndre, but it's also the work off the ball that the 2 nines did on that play, and that's something that we asked in the second half that they do a better job of.
Thanks.
Pablo, partially rotated side from them a little bit. Did that matter to that play into the game plan at all?
No. I think for us, it's always about ourselves. Like, again, we want to get better, one game better, and obviously from these last 2 games, we want to get 2 games better from those 2 games. But I think the performances were there, and now it's just about going out there and executing. And I think our rush defense was much better today. And obviously they're different. They're different when you have Bouanga and you have Son. I'm not trying to, they're different. But I think we were more dialed in. We were able to, create fouls when we didn't have it. But I think Berra and Jay Glad did a really good job, and DeAndre at times to nullify any real threatening transitions.
And then can you talk for a minute about Oloton Gi and his perseverance up top?
Yeah, he's amazing in that he's a workhorse. He works for the team off the ball. He's willing to sacrifice his runs to have his teammates receive the ball, and he's always getting in the box and creating opportunities. And the other part is he's just a fantastic human being, man. Before he came to the club, I sat there and I watched, I don't know how many games, probably 15 full games, but then I watched all his best actions. And this is a guy at all the places that he's been, like, gets the crowd to really buy into what he is. And he is a hardworking, charismatic, skillful killer in front of goal that just loves football. And so I'm so excited that he's here, and I'm so excited he got a great goal tonight, because all the little things he does, holding the ball up, winning head balls, defending for the team, he's deserving of this moment tonight.
Thanks.
Willie.
Gracias. Pablo, felicidades por el triunfo. ¿Qué ha cambiado en el Real Salt Lake de un juego a otro? ¿Es el equipo en sí, es el contendor también? ¿Tiene mucho que ver?
Sí, claro que sí. Yo creo que el rival de la semana pasada fue muy difícil controlar en el contragolpe. Yo creo que es un equipo muy equilibrante en esa fase del juego. Hoy día controlamos esa fase que nos dio más oportunidades en frente de gol. Y como siempre hablo, tiene que tomar las oportunidades. Y esta noche las tomamos.
El poner a Víctor como único delantero te dio la oportunidad de ir a un contraataque y para encontrar el gol, y funcionó.
Sí, y también el Juan, también quisimos que también se quedaba más adelantado para dejar el espacio por abajo para el Diego y el Diogo. Pero el Víctor, para mí, va a ser un jugador muy importante para este club en el futuro. Y estoy muy contento que esta noche encontró el gol.
En estas instancias donde todo se está jugando, ¿te gusta mirar los resultados de los otros equipos?
No. Te digo la verdad, recién dije, apagamos la televisión, porque el único equipo que nos sirve a mirar es nuestro equipo. Lo demás es puro, no sé, o sea, para mí es enfocar en el trabajo que estamos haciendo como entrenadores. Mañana cuando nos despertamos, miramos todos los resultados y vemos dónde estamos. Así planeamos el trabajo para la semana, pero para mí no es disfrutar el fútbol, mirar todos los partidos que no podemos controlar. El único partido que me suena bien es el partido que recién jugamos.
¿Cómo vas a enfrentar ese partido de que viene, porque ese no es un partido de 3 puntos, es un partido de 6 puntos, donde sumas 3 y quitas 3, porque estás frente a un equipo que está prácticamente en la pelea.
Y cómo preparamos para todos los partidos. Yo creo que cada equipo atacan diferente, defienden de otra manera, pero para nosotros es siempre cómo podemos hacer daño al rival en esta fase del juego. Y trabajamos, pero te digo, después de 10, ¿cuántos son? 10 meses del campeonato, ya los chicos ya saben cómo queremos jugar. Ahora es expresar el fútbol individualmente y cómo eso también se hace con el colectivo.
Lo último, al medio tiempo decíamos en la transmisión nosotros que era importante la charla que va a dar Pablo, porque veníamos ganando por 1-0, porque siempre nuestro temor es que estamos ganando y nos empatan. O sea, ¿cuáles eran las instrucciones que les diste para salir en el segundo tiempo?
Yo le dije, mira, estamos jugando bastante bien, los próximos 10 minutos son lo más importante, porque podemos cambiar la psicología del juego, podemos, y dije, puede ser una jugada defensiva, puede ser un tiro libre, también puede ser un gol. O sea, la primera jugada que hacemos como un grupo debe ser bien, y yo creo que anotamos en los primeros 10, 15 minutos del segundo tiempo así. Pero, mira, los jugadores siempre son responsables cuando ganamos los partidos. Yo siempre soy responsable cuando perdemos los partidos. Esta noche son para los pibes. Gracias.
Okay. Congrats on the win, Alex. After coming off of those two losses, tough losses last week, what was the mentality of this team coming in, and how were you guys able to focus on this game and get this result?
Yeah, I mean, after two results like 4-1 and 4-1, it's difficult to see good things. But in my opinion, was more good things in these two games than other games that we played. Just the result was not the ideal, and of course we was pissed with ourselves first that we gave up these two games. We said that we don't have time, like we need to react, and today was the first of the 4 opportunities that we have in front of us to finish the season. We just need to see each game as a final, because that's it now. Thankfully we got the 3 points. We had an amazing performance, but nothing more than a win. Just rest and go for the next one, because we need to do again against Colorado on Saturday.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win. What was the biggest factor in limiting Austin's attacking chances tonight?
Being good defensively and have a good shape behind the ball when we attack. Good communication in our back line and with our sixes to be close to the attackers of Austin. And then, I think we did a very good job in set pieces too. We defend very well, and finally we score the opportunities that we create, and that's why we get the 3-1 today.
So, how do you feel you going forward in the attack? Obviously, you're doing really well. Was that working out well for you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's the feeling you have on the pitch when you see your teammates working like that, and obviously all the week the work we put in. And I had the feeling from the beginning of the game, from the speech that we had in the dressing room, that everything's gonna be okay this game. We're gonna win. Everyone was locked in, like small things like talking, communicate during the game. When someone did a mistake, the reaction that we had, everything was going well today, and I think we had a good performance.
You're coming off of 2 games starting, and then before that, I believe you were kind of just subbing in. What kind of changed in that to gain that starting spot again? And you had an amazing game today. You were relentless, going up and down the field. Is that something that you work personally as well?
Yeah, of course. In the end of the day, is in the coach decision who is gonna play. Is a lot of things. It's like the opponent, like in the shape that we are. We have also another very good left back, Sam. So is in the hand of the coach to handle between the 2 players, and we just need to be there, ready, 100%. Whatever Pablo asks, if I play or Sam play, or if we sub someone for me for Sam or Sam for me, it's just we just need to be ready and just give 100%, and we are happy to help the team, winning. That's the most important thing in the end of the day.
Anyone over Zoom? Thanks, Alex.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good night.
Congratulations on the talking to my own mic. Congratulations on the win and your goal. How did it feel just to get that third goal to kind of seal the win tonight for you guys?
Thank you very much. I would say the third goal is something we need to seal the game because we've been coming from loss and difficult moment, and we just try our best to keep in shape. And this third goal that I scored, I pushed to get it, so it was very good for us.
Pablo, your coach, said that you just love the game of football. Has it always been that way? Have you always just loved it, or has there been ebbs and flows? And how do you maintain that love for the game?
I mean, he's correct because you can see during the game I just want to play football. I just want to be there because my team need me. This is why I'm here. I'm playing as a team, not as an individual. So I would say Pablo is correct on what he says.
Victor, congrats on the win. What does this result say about the character and togetherness of this group?
I mean, the result for us today is something we need, that we need to push also to get through, to just be on top and qualify for the playoff. I think we always, you can see from the day, I don't know, but what I've been watching from before I came, they've been playing as a team, as a family, and this is what I see. And this is why you see I just play and be happy with it.
And then from tonight's win, is there anything that you saw that needs to be changed moving into these last final 3 games?
I mean, the way we play today is what we need to continue, and it needs to be our culture. Thank you.
Congrats on the win. You look amazing today, and I just want to ask you. You missed last game. How anxious or how excited were you to come back and play today here at home?
Yes, I was disappointed because I was not happy to miss the game because I want to be there for my team. Yeah, but coming in today, because sometimes my presence in the game means a lot, and coming with my presence, I feel like this is what the team need, and I show my quality, and together we win today.
There was a moment on the field when I saw you kind of talking to the defender who was all over you tonight. How was that a little more extra motivation to go ahead and score that final goal?
I mean, the defender will always do what they need to do, and the striker will do what he always needs to do. He speaks a lot, but I just need to shut him with my goal, and that's what I did.
Coming, it was talked earlier, 3 games, almost like 3 finals, to qualify for playoffs. Mentally and physically, how do you think the team is dealing with that?
I mean, so far so good. From the last week it has been difficult time, but I think this game today give us a kind of motivation for us to go through again, to push, to be together, because together we will win, and individual quality will not do it. We need to go together. So I think today's game is a good motivation for us.
Thank you.
Congrats on the win and the goal. You've had several weeks now, some time now to play in Major League Soccer. Is there anything that has surprised you about the league and the transition to playing over here?
I mean, the league is interesting. I love.
Tell us more.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm becoming to love the league because coming from Europe to MLS is different mentality, different intensity. I think I'm trying to adapt to the league and to play how they want, because the rules is really different, So I think I'm getting used to it.
Is it a more physical league than you were expecting, or is it exactly what you thought?
I mean, it's exactly what I thought. It's exactly what I thought.
It seems like the refs like to call a lot of fouls on you. Did it feel a little bit like that tonight?
Yes.
And was it a little more sweet when you actually did get the goal?
I mean, I was a bit angry because I know how to control my emotions when I'm on the pitch. Anytime you see maybe the referee blow and I did like this, I'm angry, but I will not show it to them. It's to me, So scoring the goal is just for me to calm down and feel myself again. To the victory, the win, the 3 points is what we need. So that's why I want.
And then walking off the field, seemed like you kind of were getting the crowd a little motivated.
I always want to make the to give the fans what they want, because scoring is part of it, getting the 3 points is part of it, and my celebration also is part of it.
Awesome, thanks.
You mentioned the rules are a little different here. Can you explain to us what's different and how it's different?
I mean, because I'm big, maybe my hand is off my body or something, somebody is short, they'll call it foul for me, which is not my intention to do it. But if it's in Europe, it's different. If I go my hand like this, nobody will call the foul. This is why I just say the rules are different. Yeah.
Any more for Victor?
Last call for Zoom. Sweet. Thanks, Victor.
Thank you very much.